Welcome to Photoshop. So in this session, I just wanted to go over the interface for Photoshop Elements. And basically to the left-hand side is where all your tools are listed. There's items in our e-text that actually describe each one of these tools, but just to go over some of the items that are here, what you'll find is your selection tool, which is your rectangular box here, your quick select tool, and your lasso tool. And then this item here is important, which is your move tool, so you could use that to move stuff around. Your other item is this section here, which is your photo options. So if you want to reduce red eye, if you want to go into photo healing, or you could do some of that. If you want to use a clone stamp tool, you could use this one. You've got your paintbrush tool here to brush up the picture, and you've got your sponge tool here as well. And if you click on it, it'll give you items, and then you have your blur tool. And if you hover right over them, it'll give you the options. So here you have your eraser tool, your brush tool, again, your paint bucket tool. You've got your gradient tool, which you'll use for some of your pictures. You've got custom shape tools here, your color picker tool, your text tool, and your pencil tool. And those are a lot of tools that you could use to set up your picture. So you may get to use all of them within the course of our 5 weeks. The other items here are your crop tools, your content aware tools, and then you've got your recompose tools and then your straighten out tools. A couple of other things. Once you select a particular tool, what you'll find if I click on that item and you look right down in this section here, it'll give you the items that are associated with that particular selection. So I went to quick selection and this popped up automatically. If you don't like to see that, then you could actually navigate and close it out and minimize it. If somehow you've lost your tool set and you can't find it, you can always go here and go to reset your tools and it'll show the tool options that are listed. So each time you click on it, so if I click on that healing tool, it'll give me the options associated with that, and it'll give me options on proximity matches, textures, and content awareness. Other things that you want to be aware of is your undo button, your redo button, not so much, but your undo button, your layout options, so you can click that and determine how you want your layout to be set up, your organizer in terms of your pictures if you want to launch that, and then your home screen, pretty self-explanatory there. But the other item that you could go into, which is pretty cool without going into the actual menus, is you could go to get to your layers, and just by clicking on the icons, you'll see that you'll get your options for that particular item. So layers, and you have all the selection items for layers. I don't have a picture up, so obviously it's not showing up. Your effects are listed there. So if you click on your effects, there's a drop down and it'll give you a list of different types of effects that you could select, and then you can add to your picture. Filters, if you wanted to add filters, same navigation, you could use a drop down and it'll give you different options on filter types. And then finally, if you want to go to styles, so if you want your items to bevel out or whatever the case, you could do that. Or if you want to use glass button or you want to use image effects, you could change that. And these are things that you could add to your picture, so once you have them in your working area. The other item is your graphics section. So here is where you're going to find your backgrounds, your frames, your graphics, your shapes, and your text. So if you wanted to add picture backgrounds, you could do that, and then once you select it, it'll change and it'll give you Photoshop default backgrounds, and there's a whole slew of them. I'm just navigating so you could see them there. Other things that you want to know about the interface is that you've got your screen up here, so if you're unable to find the options using the graphical images or these items that are listed down here, you can always go to the top and you can do a slew of things. Items that you'll be using a lot probably is undo. If you want to go to undo, If you go to a picture and you find that you've destroyed it completely because you didn't create a layer, you can always